Are you tired of bad grammar ruining your friendships? Or causing racial controversies on Twitter? Do you think grammar is stupid and don't want to learn about it in class? Well, today we're going to learn why grammar is important. Although it may seem like using poor grammar is no big deal, proper grammar will lead to better leadership skills, more effective persuasion, and a deeper understanding of the English language. Like we study anatomy to better understand the human body, the study of grammar helps us to grasp our language. Using bad grammar is like trying to talk on the phone with a bad connection. Although you may get the meaning across, it isn't easy and it can lead to miscommunications and misunderstandings. Let's walk through some examples of poor grammar and the incoherence it can lead to.
The best way to learn what faulty parallelism is and how to correct it is to focus on an example. The company offers special college training to help hourly employees move into professional careers like engineering management, software development, service technicians, and sales trainees. Notice the faulty comparison of occupations, engineering management, and software development to people, service technicians, and sales trainees. To avoid faulty parallelism, make certain that each element in a series is similar in form and structure to all others in the same series, as this corrected sentence demonstrates. The company offers special college training to help hourly employees move into professional careers like engineering management, software development, technical services, and sales. Note that all of the items in the series, engineering management, software development, technical services, and sales, are now all the same. They all are examples of occupations. The English teacher spoke in a nasal tone, unpleasantly, but conveying the information clearly and was funny. This is hard to understand. What was funny? Was the nasal tone unpleasant, or was the teacher speaking unpleasantly? Let's correct and make sure all the parts are parallel. The English teacher had an unpleasant, nasal tone, but conveyed the information clearly and humorously. This better conveys the idea the original sentence attempted to say. This sentence also shows that the writer has a better control of language and lets the reader know that he or she will be able to persuade and write aptly.
Although punctuation may seem like a very small part of an essay, it is not worth losing points over in an essay when there are already so many other factors to worry about. Let's look over some of the most common punctuation errors we may run across when writing essays. When combining two independent clauses, it is essential to avoid the dreaded comma splice. A comma splice occurs when a comma is placed in between two statements that could stand alone. 3 ways to avoid this error are putting a period between the two clauses, using a semicolon to separate the two clauses, using a comma and a coordinating conjunction to connect the two phrases. If we are connecting independent clauses with a coordinating conjunction, we also have to remember that the comma must be used before the coordinating conjunction. Without commas or other punctuation marks, long sentences can often become run-on sentences. It is important to read the sentences aloud to see where commas should be placed and add in commas or separate sentences accordingly. Main clauses that are not part of a compound or a complex sentence require an end stop. When a period or other end stop is omitted, the sentence is a run-on sentence. Incorrect. The rushing waves capsized the boat in different gulfs wheeled overhead. Correct. The rushing waves capsized the boat in different gulfs wheeled overhead. The simplest way to correct run-on sentence is to put a period at the end of the first clause and capitalize the next one. Now let's tackle awkward sentences. An awkward sentence may seem grammatically correct, but it sounds just weird. Like Andrew says, if it sounds bad, it is bad. Here's an example of an awkward sentence. The question becomes, why has no one turned in their paperwork? This may look okay, but it does not demonstrate great control of language or syntax. This may indicate a poor writer and does not make you look good to Mr. Andrews. Here are a few ways to fix this. We can say that it would be written. The question becomes, why has no one turned in their paperwork? Or we can reformat it. The question becomes one of, why no one has turned in their paperwork? These may seem like small and precise changes, but they can make all the difference in an essay. Let's see one more example of awkward syntax and go over how to fix it. The fact that we don't eat a well-balanced diet is one of our biggest health problems, and a lack of exercise. Let's correct. Poor diet and lack of exercise are two of America's biggest health problems. This offers the same commentary but sounds more mature and controlled.